this is the tag I'm going to be making today. I've used Distress Oxide inks in the background using the Funky Fossil Bokeh Builder Stencil. And then I've used a Funky Fossil stamp set called Scandi Garden for the stamping. It's quite a simple little tag, but it's a technique which gives you a lovely background. So here we go. So this is the tag. I've opted for 6 by 12 centimeters, but you can use any size you like. So here we go. Here's my blank tag. I like to put a bit of repositionable glue on the back. I use this Herma roller. And the reason I do that is because I can just pop it down on the paper like that, and it means it's just not going anywhere, which is handy for this. This is the stamp set that I'm using, the Scandi Garden. That's the stamp, and this is the Bokeh Builder Stencil. So it's a very random design, and I use these blending tools. So I'm going to start off with the Squeeze Lemonade Distress Oxide. Now you can tape the stencil down. In this instance, because the tag isn't a large area, I'm just going to hold it down firmly, and going from the edge, working your way in, just bring the ink across. Just watch out for this area that you don't go over the edge of the stencil, the outer edge, because you don't want yellow on the outer edge. You can build the colour up as much as you want. As this is the first colour on, I think I'd quite like it to be a little stronger around the edges, particularly where it's likely to overlap. So there we are. So that's the first one. And while I've got the yellow out, I think I'll start off by positioning another one there. I'm hoping you can see this clearly. There we are. So that's the Squeeze Lemonade. I'll put the lid on that one for now. I'm now going to go in with Spiced Marmalade Distress Oxide ink. So again, you choose whatever size circle on this stencil that you want to use. I'll go in with this medium size one. And you can overlap it, or you can have it as a standalone. So we'll pop one there, going off the edge. And maybe bob a little one down there. Maybe actually on the yellow itself. There we go. Just give the stencil a little wipe. And we'll go in with the next colour, which this time I'm going to use Worn Lipstick Distress Oxide. So I think I'll go in about there with this one, and I'm going to overlap two colours like so. So again, from the edges, bring it in, and you'll notice where the colours overlap, because this is Distress Oxide ink, you do get the other colours coming through as well, and the colour morphs a little bit. if you were to use distress inks, the colours could become muddy. They don't mix as well. So that's something to bear in mind if you're planning on doing this with distress inks rather than the Distress Oxide inks. Yeah, we'll pop a little pink one up there as well. I'm going to swap my ink over again now, and now I'm going to go in with Picked Raspberry Distress Oxide, which is a stronger colour again. And where shall I go with this one? I think I'll overlap there like that. When you draw the ink in from the edge, you do get a crisper line than if you were just going around in circles like that. I don't know how it works, but it does. There we go. And we'll perhaps put a little pink one there as well. Oh, I think I need some more yellow on this. I'll just give my stencil a quick wipe with some kitchen roll, and we'll go back in with the squeezed lemonade, just because there's a bit of a lack of yellow over this side. Just trying to even it out a little bit. Do the same there. And perhaps go in with the orange as well, just to give an extra bit of colour over this edge. So perhaps we'll do that one there. Again, drawing from the outer edge in. There we are, I think that's about it now. Let's see if we can pop a bright orange one in the middle as well. Might not show up too much with the pink, but you should be able to see that it's there. There we are, that's fine. So that's the Distress Oxide ink side of it done now. Now I'm going to go on to the stamping. I like to use a stamping platform, only because that's what I'm used to, for no other reason than that. So I'm going to pop my tag there. I'll pop the stamp, which, just to remind you, is from this Funky Fossil Scandi Garden set. That's the stamp I'm using. There and there. Now this stamp is particularly clingy, so that's why I'm putting the magnets very close to the stamp. And I'll add another bit there just to be sure. Now I'm going to be stamping in Versafine Clair black ink called Nocturne. It's a lovely ink for stamping silhouettes. So we'll just close the platform like that. Open it up again. You can see the way it was gripping the paper then. Just let it sit on the ink for a minute, just to be sure that it's that it's absorbing everywhere. Hopefully that's come up okay. That's beautiful. And we'll just give it another go again, just to be sure, because where I've been using the distressed oxides, the last couple of ones, they'll still be little bit damp, so they sometimes can be a bit reluctant to take the ink. Right, so that's that bit done. Now we're going to go for the sentiment, and I've opted for, if Friends for Flowers, I'd pick you. So, and that one fits just nicely across the top there. So it's approximately in the right position between the lower stamped image and the whole. So I'll flick that over. Open it out, ink up, there we go, my magnets are on the move. So there you have it. This is the finished tag. That's the one I made earlier. Really quick and simple to make. It's this bokeh background is ideal for trialing your colour mixes, just seeing how they change when they layer on top of each other. So there we are. I hope you found this interesting, and I'll see you again. Bye.